guys.
Because it messes with grinding.
What? It messes with grinding?
Or not really that messes with grinding. It procs. It procs randomly for certain stuff that you might not want it to proc for.
I can't hear this song without thinking about that Smash article. That's
So anyone got... Okay, guys, throw out some topics.
Okay, because we're using this as...
Well, hold on. Pause. Everyone throw out a topic, and we'll all decide which one we're going to go to first.
Let's talk about Evo, boy!
Because we're using this as background footage, I wanted to talk about how the Persona series has gotten better because of how fucking ancient the first 3 games are compared to something like this.
Ooh, that's a loaded topic. Are you sure you want to get in that one?
You're the one.
I haven't even finished this one. I can already tell you that, you know, I could basically just throw everything from 3 onto this.
Still think 3 is a terrible game.
3 is a fantastic game.
No, it isn't!
Already a loaded topic.
Already.
Watch out!
See this game? You see this game? This game is fucking amazing. You see this? You see number? You know Persona 3? You know Persona 3? Just as fucking amazing as this game.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's weird seeing all of these in 3D.
Ignore these 2!
Weird seeing all of these in 3D for the first time. I've only ever...
Can we talk about how this game
let's
isn't
talk-
on the
let's talk-
Switch?
Let's talk ground up. Well, I mean, you know, what did you want?
No, because...
You want to know something? I'll give you one thing. This game probably could run on the Switch.
To be... Well,
But...
wasn't it released on the PS3 as well?
Correct.
On
Which
the
is why I say that this game could probably run on the Switch.
On the PS4, it's like 20 gigs.
Again.
It's actually really small.
Again. It could probably run on the Switch. But...
Yes.
But, I mean, I wasn't going to finish that with anything because it's just like everything else that's PS4, that's PlayStation exclusive. It's PlayStation exclusive.
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus
It did
Christ.
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, I'm about to give
Now that's a lot of damage.
Did you
Where's-
want to
where's
die,
Phil
or...
Where's Phil Swift
What?
when you need him?
I said...
Oh no, he just ran around the corner and he didn't notice.
I
you.
said, were you
And then
trying
he
to
hit us.
die, or...
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't notice that enemy
You
there.
don't try to die.
No,
you
that's-
don't try. Not in this game. Not on
Back
this
to
game.
trying to have
You just do.
topics that were lost entirely for some
No,
random...
no. Look.
Commentary.
We can talk about it step by step right now. Like, you gotta understand. I haven't played 1 or 2. I have no idea what the fuck happens in either one of those games. Other than the fact that apparently everybody could be in the Velvet Room before, but now everybody can't be in the Velvet Room now. Minus 1 instance. But,
You mean
correction. Minus 2 instances.
You mean you haven't played 1, 2, or 2?
Yeah, or 2.
There's 2
But if
different
we're
two.
talking about Persona 3, there is nothing wrong with PS2 game Persona 3.
AI controlled party members.
Look, you say that, and if circumstances were different,
I knew.
and I was never presented with the option to not have that, I will tell you one thing.
That was not supposed to happen.
That would be okay.
Okay, we saved it.
AI
You
control!
wanna know why that would be okay? Let me put it this way: when you have there's a huge difference in AI controlled party members in this game and AI controlled party members in Persona 3. Because the situation is that AI controlled party members in Persona 3 have a organization to them, so to speak. The situation at hand is more or less the fact that yes,
No.
I can't tell Akihiko what to do, but I know what Akihiko can do. And essentially at that point, Persona 3 is not a game where I am playing so that I can control my party members. Persona 3 is a game I'm playing where I need to choose the best support for what I'm planning to do. is like I said earlier. It starts off at the first boss of Tartarus, which is 3 stupid-ass birds that are only weak to Pierce. The game basically looks at you and says, you cannot do anything to them. You have to raw DPS your way through this.
Oh, those stupid...
If you're playing on hard mode, I'm going to go ahead and already tell you, that's not really an option. It's not really a thing.
Those stupid
Hard
birds.
DPSing through those 3 birds, the 3 first birds, is so dumb that you might as well not even try. You wanna know how I beat these birds?
Didn't you just
I put a bow on.
Yeah.
I put a bow on, and I literally tried to knock all of them down for all-out attack. This was the hardest thing ever because as anyone who played the game would know, bows are inaccurate as fuck for no reason because they don't do any fucking damage. So your option is either straight DPS, switch to a bow, or combo, switch to a bow, and try to get your Kari Takaba to be useful. That's a very hard thing. No matter what level we're talking, that's a very hard thing to do. Especially when you get an individual that's almost 8 years younger that drinks black coffee that's just 5 times better than her. And at the end of the day, that's why. Ken is better than Yukari Takaba. Not because Ken literally heals, or I can make Ken heal, or that light's better than wind. No. Ken's better than Yukari Takaba because Ken is just, in general, more useful than Yukari is.
Oh my
Akihiko
God.
is better than Junpei and Koromaru because of just how more useful Akihiko is in general. And if we're getting really into it, especially when we're talking the answer, which is the section that I was told that I would have to rotate people around, but I literally ran through using the same 3 individuals. Because again, Akihiko is just a better party member. Ken is just a better party member. And Aegis is, or Metis is just straight damage.
You have some definite opinions.
I mean, Brian's literal opinion at the end of this game was that, you know, there was in regular play, there was Aegis, Akihiko, and Ken. And then in the answer where you play Aegis, there was Aegis, Akihiko, and Ken, except that Aegis wasn't technically Aegis.
No, and also had magic.
Oh, and had magic.
Isn't Aegis the main character of the answer,
Yes.
technically?
Because Aegis acquires the wild card.
A spectacular victory.
So Aegis literally gets the power to change personas. Just for the answer.
As you do.
I mean, technically.
The main reason behind that is connected to the point of the answer. Essentially, being that, Aegis literally awakens to the wild card because of
Reasons?
the reasons. Yes, to not spoil anything. Reasons.
Do not spoil anything for this 15-year-old game.
Not everyone plays a 15-year-old game, Gerson. You don't.
That's just that. And so that brings us to our point of where we're basically trying to draw a comparison here. On and Morgana heal. Makoto heals. But it's not a situation where I can literally just say that An is more useful than Morgana. Or that Makoto is just better than both of them. Because of the mere fact that I can control these 3 individuals. I don't have to rely on the fact that if I was to bring a physical / magic dealer to my team, Who do I choose?
Well, this is
The guy that only does
well-
physical and fire? The guy that does fire and dark? Or the guy that does Zeo, physical, debuff?
So, part of the point he's getting to is that in Persona 3, part of the strategy in battle is that you have to look at what your people do and see if that support is what you need in battle
But
and hope they cooperate.
what if you don't know? But on a first time playthrough, you're not
Well,
going
that's
to
also
know.
part of what he's saying is that essentially these 3 party members are always the answer.
But then that's bad design because that means that
Whereas-
the game favors these 3
Well,
and
okay,
everyone else
but,
is worthless.
Well, you see, Carson, that's just the thing about side-by-side RPGs that no side-by-side RPG has ever really beat. If anything, it's a thing in strategy RPGs too.
I would say
Because let's face it, when you play Fire Emblem, you have that shit unit.
I would
Do
say
Do you
you have
use
units that are-
Kaze? Do you...
Then there are units that are just genuinely better. Do you use the shit unit?
I would say 9. Every party member was decently balanced, and because you can go out and grind in Sacred Stones, you can make every party member useful. You just have to go.
I still think
Yeah,
AI
Yeah,
control.
go-
okay,
monsters for
that's another
3
thing.
hours.
If I have a character who can be good, but I have to put the time into it, a party member that's going to be great if I put the time into it, or a party member that's already good, why would I go for the bad ones that I have to put effort into?
But another problem in the specific case of a Fire Emblem is that even good party members could end up bad if you end up RNG screwed, and that's why I hate RNG in games.
But see, what you're saying is 100% true, Carson. I'm not even going to try to defend it. You are right. But that's just it. That's my point. Is that Yukari Takaba is a good healer when you start the game. But at some point, you realize that her using Garu isn't helping you. That her healing is not... It is better than Ken's when you get him. But is not as good, but it's just as good as Ken's after Ken hits a level. So, the situation at hand is not really that, Yukari's not useful. It's that you can't really go into every situation saying, I need Garu. Especially considering that for the majority of the part, Yukari has literally 0 physical. And physical, as anyone who's played Persona or SMT would know, is king.
Actually, I hate physical on SMT.
Because you want to know? Because you want to know what
That's
90%?
because it's worse.
Because you want to know what 90% of most bosses that are resistant to it, if not two, if not all magic, are not resistant to? Physical.
The funny thing is, that was actually the exact opposite at the end of SMT4. Everything fucking drained or reflects physical in the final fucking dungeon. Fuck you, Lucifer's Palace, I hate you.
Because something else that it basically could be brought into the mix of things that, generally speaking, you'll look at and say, this is a useless skill. I'll never need this. Fire Break makes you do base DPS. So essentially, anything you fight that would resist fire, that would take not base, takes base from using a 15 SP field. Meaning that essentially that useless person, because this boss is resistant to fire, is now not useless.
Okay,
But that requires more work.
Now,
What
granted-
I'm talking about essentially is the easier route. But what can happen is that, but that requires more work. Because no matter how you do that, whether it's you or the individual, someone has to take a slot up for Fire Break.
good to go.
Now the difference being is what Ryan said earlier. When you can control your party members, we literally look at the case of, this is what this party member can do. Now that I can control them, this makes them debatably more or less useful. At least in Persona 3, we look at party members and we're like, well, this person's just better than this one. Because, you know, they're going to do more useful things more of the time.
I still hate AI on party members.
I mean,
I'm not going to argue you on that one either, because that you're right. That still is pretty shit.
But like Ryan said, you know, On heals, Morgana heals.
Makoto heals.
How'd you say that? It wasn't about who was doing something better than the other?
It wasn't about who is doing something better than the other. It's about the fact that I can make them do what I want them to
Correct.
do.
Which
As
is
it
why
should be.
But in Persona 4, that's all that means. In this game, there's still reasons. So in Persona 4, that makes pretty much all the party members.
I'll just add this.
What do I need? Okay, I need this. I'm gonna take these in. But really, what that means is you're gonna pick 3 party members and stick with them. And you can pretty much do that. And you can pretty much stick with any 3. Pretty much you're gonna end up with like a healer and probably 2 people who combo off each other in Golden. Not to say that characters don't have their own utilities. Not to say that you couldn't mix it up and use everybody. You could.
Reveal your true form.
Because we're getting into, you know, the more complex region.
But in
Which,
Persona
you know,
5...
You have to worry about that in 3 because that's not a thing yet. Instead, all you have is your persona combination attacks, which means that if you have 2 personas that go together, you get a special skill that you can use when you have them equipped. But generally speaking, like, if I was to look at all the party members, like I look at the party members of Persona 3, On does more damage. Period. On is probably your best magic user. Makoto is your best support. And possibly the only reason Morgana exists is to tech off of On and get free crits from trying to lucky punch something.
Well, yeah, that's just it. Characters can tech now. So, when an enemy is burned, Wind does more damage and gets a technical bonus. In Merciless mode, this also means it does triple damage.
Correct.
We took this entire ramble in a
the
radically
only
different
problem-
direction.
The only problem with crocking status effects is that it's almost fucking impossible.
Well, it also pretty much means you have teams.
Let's do it.
If you wanted to get the most out of On and Morgana, it probably means you're going to use Haru also. Not to say that you would be stuck with those 3, but you pretty much have a set party. And in reality, the characters with the most variety are probably not those 3.
Most
Also,
RPGs
you get
in
static.
general, you'll pick like 3 dudes.
Also,
Well,
you
That,
get.
well, yeah, no,
you
that's,
get-
that's
no,
also a
see,
different
you have
subject.
to look at the structure of it, and the fact that Morgana is literally here to be full-time healer. Morgana is your support in this in this setup, because Morgana doesn't do anything other than basically heal, lucky punch, win. Which means that On is your damage. The whole point of On is to literally just do raw DPS. Haru, in this situation, is here to proc off of On's statuses. Because On has probably one of the best statuses in this game, which is sleep. Because regardless of what it is, if you put it to sleep, it gets free tech. No matter what you use on it. Which means essentially in Merciless mode, if you put something to sleep, it takes triple damage from whatever you use against it. And, just so happens, sleep,
Okay.
mental. Is sleep mental?
All,
If sleep is mental, that means that
all
Haru does
non-elemental style
more
summons
damage.
are mental.
Yeah, so that means Haru does more damage because it's asleep. You combine this with yourself, who could easily have a physical persona with a bunch of mental status procs attached to his physical moves, and
But-
probably a status persona that can just throw mental statuses on
But
things.
because of that setup, and here's where my point wraps back around. Because of that setup, essentially, best party is still pretty much Makoto Yusuke Ryuji. Mostly because, especially in this game, physical is just better. I've heard things that apparently I can make another party member physical, which might just be better. Because honestly, after a certain point, Yusuke has no place using ice magic anymore. So, we could possibly switch out some. But you could very much say that there are pretty much party members that you could make a tier list out of and say, these are just better.
Generally speaking, most people
Was
really...
Morgana's gun a giant slingshot?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a giant slingshot.
All them.
But generally speaking, most people, from what I've gathered from collectively watching stuff trying to beat Merciless Mode,
You mad lad?
on Ryuji Makoto is generally the way to go. Merely because people really... On pumps out a bunch of damage. And that's just because concentrate. Now, you can also use the other OP character that I didn't really think was OP because when I looked at her, I said, I don't have any use for you. But that's when I neglected to notice the fact that she learns all these gun skills and crits are a thing. And so most people normally point towards Haru, Haru, Makoto, Ryuji.
But the thing about it is, most of the time you can pretty much say these three dudes are probably your best three dudes. That's the thing in most RPGs. The point is, this isn't changed in Persona 3. Persona 3 has the same thing, which means, despite the fact that we have this thing where we can't control our party members, we can control how often our outcomes go south.
But that's the thing. Often. It shouldn't be an often. There shouldn't be a probability of it going south.
I'm not denying
Well,
that.
you have to... Okay,
But I'm
so,
saying it's not a make or break thing.
let me tell you my design philosophy to why that was a thing. I think, honest to God, that someone thought that this would help them display the character's personalities.
Actually, I think someone said that.
Oh my god.
Someone said those words.
And unfortunately, I can't say
Can someone
that
unsay
they
those
were
words?
wrong.
They want.
I
they
can't
wanted
say
the
they
party
were
members'
wrong.
personalities to come
because
out in
because
battle.
that was probably the best approach to that
Well,
that they could possibly go about doing.
Well, I will never.
It also
like,
resulted in, for some reason, Mitsuru thinking she could just seduce
Yeah,
enemies to
Mitsuru
death.
thinking that she was so sexy that she could just make everyone think that she was sexy.
Did she throw seduce at things? Or-
She used Marin
She
Karin.
used Mari Karin,
That's
which is a
the,
charm spell.
Yeah.
The most often, what's the word?
If you leave her on free will, she will just Mari
The
Karin
most
shit.
often shade thrown at that factor in Persona 3 is Marin Karin.
Yeah.
Because that's all Mitsuru will do left on free will.
She will literally just Mari Karin shit.
Did you say that boxing glove was called Lucky Punch?
Lucky Punch.
Lucky Punch does minuscule
Her-
damage.
Yeah, it does minuscule
What is
damage, but it has
high
has high chance to
I'm
crit.
also wearing an accessory that increases my crit rate.
No,
So
I
it
asked.
almost guarantees a crit.
No, I asked for a stupid reason. Because in Pokemon, an item Chansey can hold is a Lucky Punch.
Oh, so it's a Japanese thing, man.
That gives, which is a boxing glove
So I guess it's just.
that increases crits.
I guess it's just a Japanese thing, man.
Chansey
Also, I'm sorry.
Supposedly,
On looks great in a Gekkan Academy uniform.
Why are you?
Suppo-
the characters in their
Supposedly.
casual clothes now?
Did you not?
You can
Oh,
change
no,
outfits.
he switched
Oh.
out.
Did you notice that the music changed too?
Yeah, I was going to say, was that the Persona 3 music?
It was. Because Battleground's right here.
Can we... Wait!
Yes.
Oh! Yes! The,
The
good game!
Carson. So, you know, at first I sat there and thought to myself.
Oh my god.
At first I thought to myself, the accessory I'm using is kind of cheaty, but I decided I didn't care. I have an accessory called the Gauntlet, which gives me plus crit and plus evade to magic.
So we took this
I'm okay with that because we had to
rigmarole
use it for grinding. But anyway,
SMT4, I love
so
you more
as
now.
far as oh don't worry, it gets better. Also Burrow's costume.
What? What?
Ha.
What costume?
You'd understand if you played the game. It's kind of stupid.
In SMT4, the demon fusion and stuff is in a gauntlet. There's also an AI in that gauntlet. Morgana's costume is colored after that AI
But
character.
the Gauntlet doesn't have any actual features. So it's just like white out Morgana.
Oh, I have heard this music too fucking much.
But that's just the thing about it, is that, yes, Ryuji is your best physical damage dealer. Yes, An is probably your best magic damage dealer. Yes, Makoto is probably your best support. But you can do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do in Persona 3, in Persona 5, that still makes you say, well, I can use Ryuji if I want to use Ryuji. Or I could use Yusuke if I want to use Yusuke. And you know, even though I wasn't too much of a fan, you could use Haru if you want to use Haru. You just can't do these kinds of things in Persona 3 just purely on the fact that you do not have a guarantee that Yukari Takaba is going to do what you want fucking Yukari Takaba to do.
Well, I'll pause you right there. Carson, would it make you feel better if I told you, even if you could control the party members, the same party members are still just arbitrarily better?
This wasn't
Well,
even entirely the
This is
point.
also not false.
That wasn't 100% my point.
I understand your point. I'll never sit here and say AI controls.
AI control party
Oh,
members.
okay, look.
You
hold on.
know they fucked up on it because
Here's my
mage.
So here's my
Every time.
here's my big point
Oh,
to that.
jeez.
Oh,
Is it good?
Morgana's-
No, it's not good. I would not want it to come back. I would not want to play an
And
RPG
go ahead,
that
set
is
it up.
designed like
and
that.
you can
Rename
tell they
it
fucked
right
up.
now.
And you can tell they fucked up on it because they took out in Portable.
I think you can actually tell them to act freely.
But you can turn it off.
You
Which
can.
is the important
No,
thing.
it became a toggle feature for people who want it.
I mean, technically, I think in this game, hold on.
You can do it in this game.
yeah, it's still a toggle.
Wait, it is?
No.
Yes, tactics. You can do it in this game.
Holy
Act freely.
It's
Holy
still in the
fucking
game.
shit.
They have not taken it
If
out
you
of the
wanted
game.
is
to play
not-
if you wanted to play the entirety of Persona 5 with AI party members, you could.
You know what? I'm feeling a swelling of big dick energy right now. Set everyone to act freely and prove my fucking point.
No,
No.
thank you.
See?
Look, I get so.
We don't need none of that now.
See?
Maybe if we were playing on normal,
Maybe if we're playing,
but not
maybe if
now.
we're playing normal.
And
Even then, this,
and you're denying
even then, this game's harder than 3.
and you're denying to do it. Just proved my fucking
It's
point.
a terrible system.
Well, hold on. So, again, it's not good.
It's not good.
But, and here's my but, it doesn't make or break the game.
I have two very important questions. First off, would you guys like to see more unscripted rambling theater? I think this series could be a great way for me and Carson to discuss topics we feel like talking about, and that leads me to my second question. Do you guys mind if I continue to cut the longer discussions into shorter videos? I'm mainly doing that because long videos kill our internet, and it's harder for me to upload long videos, so cutting a long-form discussion into a couple of parts is an easier way for me to upload it. I also think you get the added bonus of making the content more approachable, because instead of watching an hour and a half discussion, you get 3 30-minute parts that makes the discussion easier to digest over time, but it can be a little bit weird if you were watching it week by week, but I think it's a decent compromise. I'm just trying to get a general consensus on what people would love to see or not see if we make Unscripted Rambling Theater a regular thing on this channel. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. My social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.